Hi, welcome. In this walkthrough, you will learn how to create a database VM cluster and provision a database on Oracle-based database cloud at customer. We'll begin by selecting VM clusters from the navigation menu under Oracle-based database cloud at customer, then click on Create Base Database VM Cluster to begin. Enter the VM cluster name and select the compartment where the resource will be created. Next, select the data infrastructure where the VM cluster will be deployed. Under VM cluster configuration, select the database edition. In this demo, we choose Enterprise Edition Extreme Performance and configure a 2-node VM cluster to deploy Oracle Real Application clusters, providing a highly available and scalable database deployment. Continue by configuring the network settings. Select the VM network, then specify the compute resources by choosing the number of eCPUs and the amount of memory allocated to each virtual machine. Next, select the grid infrastructure release and version, then configure the storage settings by specifying the VM storage and database storage allocation for the cluster. Next is to configure the SSH access for the VM cluster. Here, you can generate a new SSH key pair, upload an existing public key, or paste the public key directly into the console. Next, choose the appropriate database license type for your deployment. If desired, you can also opt in to the agnostics collection for the VM cluster. Finally, review the configuration and select Create VM Cluster to begin provisioning. With a database VM cluster provisioned, you are now ready to create a database. Go to Database tab, then select Create Database to begin. Here we'll start by providing the database name, database unique name, select the database version, provide the PDB name, then select an existing database home or create a new one for your deployment. Then provide the administrator credentials required to manage a database. You can enable automatic backups and choose the database backup destination. You can select Recovery Appliance, which provides centralized backup management and supports efficient backup and recovery operations, or you can also choose Network File System or NFS as your backup destination for your environment. Review the database configuration, then click on Create to begin the provisioning. After submitting the request, you can monitor the provisioning progress from the database details page. When the lifecycle state changes from provisioning to available, your database VM cluster and database are ready for use. And that concludes our demonstration on how to create a database VM cluster and provision a database on Oracle-based database cloud at customer. Thanks for watching. And if you'd like to learn more, check out the other videos in this playlist.